Good evening, everyone. I feel like I should do this video just because life is short and just because I want to clear the air and just, move on from my past. You know what I mean? Okay, so those of you from Tacoma have heard that Burger Ranch on 38th Street in Tacoma closed down recently. That was my first real job. I worked there from October 1998 till October 2002, I believe. Yeah. And let me just say that I don't understand how I was able to keep that job for 4 years. I was a horrible person, horrible employee, socially awkward, just, functioning from a place of dysfunction. And it's not that I'm trying to make excuses. I'm trying to tell you, the way I was. I come from a family of dysfunction and abuse. Went to school with abusive, dysfunctional people, had literally no clue how to socially interact with somebody at all. I mean, not at all. I mean, my own mom had literally no friends. Nobody wanted to hang around a person like her who was constantly judging people and acting a fool. Nobody wants to be around somebody like that. Well, I mean, misery loves company, but, there were a lot of people out there who would steer clear of her because they just weren't that miserable. They weren't trying to hear what she had to say or, be judged by her. Yes, it was miserable, dude. I was terrible. Instead of just doing my job and doing everything that my boss told me to do, here I'm up at the register telling all these customers my problems, and they're not trying to hear that. In fact, what's funny is if we fast forward, 10 years, okay, let me think, 98, 2008, okay, say we fast forward 12, 13 years when I was working, at St. Vincent de Paul in Port Orchard. I remember every Sunday I would go into the Walgreens because, one of my days off was Sunday, so I like to, go shopping on my day off, right? And I would go in there, and there was this older lady who was a cashier, and she just wouldn't stop talking to me about her problems, about her life. And, at that point in my life, I'm like, thinking, when will she be quiet? I don't want to hear what she has to say because I don't care. Just lady, do your job. I'll give you my money, give me my stuff so I can leave, was my attitude at the time. Although, fast forward to now, and that wasn't a very good attitude for me to be having. It should have been more, empathetic and, nicer back then too, you know what I mean? But the whole Burger Ranch thing, I mean, God bless the owners. They put up with me for 4 years. Yeah. And I feel like, coming on here and y'all hearing my story does help because I'm, holding myself accountable, taking responsibility for me acting a fool. And just very grateful to God, that He impressed upon these people's heart that at the time, I needed that job. You know what I mean? And it's also something that, you learn from. You know what I mean? You gain wisdom and knowledge from that. You know what not to do. Yeah, I mean, even now I'm 46, and, I'd be thinking about stuff from the past, and I'd be cringing about it. It's like, ew, I did what? I said, what the heck? Really? That's not normal, and that's not acceptable. And, I know that normal, as we say, is a relative term, but there's just some things, in this world you just don't do in public. Things you don't say. Yeah. So, yeah, I was horrible. And for that, I am sorry. I feel like I've grown up a lot, and don't get me wrong, I still have a lot of growing to do, still have a lot of healing to do. I had said before, and I'll say it again, me getting clean and sober and staying clean and sober for this long is just the beginning. I still have to, climb Mount Everest. And then when I'm at the top, I guess there'll be another Mount Everest. But, yeah, I just figured that it was important to, clear the air and just let everybody know that I have acted a fool, a lot in my lifetime. And I'm very sorry for that. I did learn the hard way, as a lot of us do, which sucks, but, sometimes it's necessary. You know what I mean? And even now, I have my moments when I act like a juvenile. I'm 46 years old, and sometimes, feel like a teenager, throwing a temper tantrum and acting a fool instead of being grateful for everyone and everything I have in my life. You know what I mean? And yeah, sometimes it is that way to where you get so, self-centered or occupied with this and that you're not even thinking about the big picture. You're not even thinking about how you've been delivered from certain things and how, 10 years ago you would have dreamed of having the life that you have now. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's pretty much, all I have to say about that. Well, also, I'm really sorry that the restaurant closed and, it left a bunch of people without jobs. I hope and pray that everybody is able to find, something else to do, another job. Yeah, because I know, that's not easy at all, especially in this economy, in today's society. Just everything is just, not good. It's like, yeah, it's not good. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I was acting a fool at my old job, and I'm sorry for it. And here in, 2024, I am, going to go out of my way to try to improve my life and myself each and every day. So, that being said, if you're still watching this, thank you for watching. I love you all. Thank you for the support, and I will talk to you all another time. Have a wonderful night. Bye.